Hey, just Hughes Buddy here, real quick. I was actually just watching some of my brother's videos and just wanted to throw a video out there showing that the creative MacGyver gene did not die with my brother. It actually comes to me. He's good with cars. I'm good with electronics. Just wanted to show you one of the little projects I've been working on lately and that I think is really cool, actually. Right here is an NES cartridge that I've actually converted into an emulator computer, essentially. So we've got HDMI out the side. We've got a quick power in the back, if you can see that, and I've actually got it running off an SD card off the front, off the back as well. And out of the front we have two ported USB ports, and I will actually, I've got a USB Super Nintendo controller. I'm going to plug that in real quick. And I'm actually going to power this sucker on. So, just plugged her in. I've actually got it hooked up to my TV right now. So, boots into a version of Linux. I'm not super good with Linux right now, but it boots into a version of Linux. It's called Raspbian. It's actually got a Raspberry Pi on the inside of this cartridge, which is a version of Debian Linux. So it takes a second or so to load here. But once it loads up, it actually boots straight into a program called Emulation Station, which is a host of emulator programs. So basically I can run everything from NES to Super Nintendo to PlayStation to Game Boy to any of the old Atari versions. Pretty much anything I want, actually. I've only got a few systems on here right now with ROMs. Obviously, I've got some of my favorites here. So I'm going to load up a little bit of Zelda real quick. I've got thousands and thousands of games running currently. But yeah, we can pretty much run any system I want. So, boot straight into Zelda. Awesome gameplay. Awesome controller. It is a good time. And this is all running out of that little NES cartridge that I showed you a second ago. So I can boot straight into here, play my games all I want. It is really cool. And back right out of the game and straight back to the system where I have thousands and thousands of ROMs. To give you a quick teardown of this, I can actually tear this apart quick while she's running. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll set it down for a second. A couple screws in the back, and I'll show you what's on the guts of this thing. So I don't know if you can see that right there. I've got a Raspberry Pi is actually the computer that's running. It's a very basic computer program. Runs a 512 meg RAM, just shy of a gigahertz processor, but it's actually a chip on a computer. I've desoldered all the major components off. There's no network Cat5 connection. There's no USB connection. I actually soldered the points right on it. Also in here, I soldered on one USB port to connect to a 4-port USB hub that I've taken out of the case and I've kind of put in here. It runs both a Wi-Fi USB, so it connects directly to my network, as well as the one that I have pulled out right now. I have a small USB handheld keyboard mouse combo, which usually runs here. I've got it hooked up to my computer at the moment. So these other two ports actually come up to the front, just quick 6-inch extenders, which I can plug into controllers to play my games, and a little ghetto-rigged duct tape. So that's actually before I had my soldering iron. So I have a Raspberry Pi running inside of NES cartridge, which can play any and all games PlayStation 1 and prior. N64 is a little hard to emulate right now at the moment, but hopefully the hardware can catch up to what we've got. But yeah, that's kind of what I got. I just wanted to show that right there, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.